What's good, people? At the time of this here voice recording, it is around 9 o'clock. So I'm getting my videos out the way now, so I can enjoy the rest of my day as well. And also, today is Saturday. So, I'm going to warn you, if you don't like my commentary, if not the sound of my voice, go ahead and watch another one of my videos because this is going to be one I have to talk y'all through. Well, that sounds weird. This is going to be one of them ones where I got to explain stuff, and the objectives nor music cannot do it justice. But for now, though, we have an LD5 on bridges in the daytime. Folks, let me ask y'all a question. At night, what map do you think is the scariest? And I say scary because, well, when you don't hear anything at night on this game, that means that, the trees have eyes, and the hills have LMGs. Yeah. So what do y'all think? I mean, battery, sure, right? But on battery, you can only run but so far, and there's only but so many places to hide in. It's not that bad. And that's me telling you all that, comm station ran toward the detector. Because comm station first, then the detector hit, yeah. The two are right next to each other, kind of. But back to what I was saying. Bridges at night, it's kind of terrifying. Kind of. Another map that comes to mind for being spooky at night is Sawmill. Not because it's spooky, but let's face it, about 40, if not like 30% of the map is actually used. We're talking the Sawmill and the little suburbs in the bottom right-hand corner of the map. You know what I'm saying? Those two places usually have people, but the forests, like everywhere else, no one's there. Like, you will rarely find somebody, or maybe just in my experience, but you will rarely find somebody at the top of the map in that little house. Rarely. But if you do, guess what? They're watching that one exit. That's all they're going to do. Watch that one exit for the rest of the match. So what do y'all think? What map in particular that you go on and it's nighttime and you're like, shit, well, time to die? Like, what do y'all think about that? To me, it's bridges at night. To me. Now, one could say field cousin as well, but let's face it. Every time you go on the field cousin, there's an increased chance of your death because, well, you can't run, you can't hide. Just my personal opinion. So, you hear the M4A1 and, what, Bugle going off in the background? Yeah, there's a guy here. Well, not here, but on the other side of the map. However, what I'm doing, I'm just running around. Like, granted, I haven't seen anybody, but that don't mean nobody's around. Clearly, there's people around. We hear them shooting. But they all just happen to not be near me. That's the thing. So, I'm looking, and they did, in fact, patch out the bug, if you will, that the red chest always spawns right there. In that little, shaded area, if you will. So, that got changed. Good. Come over here to this blue house. And apparently, that is a new collectible. And I'm over here spooked the heck out, thinking, what the hell? Am I being stalked by a wraith or some shit? But no. New collectible. Season 22, or whatever. I'm kind of done with collectibles. That's just me, though. Like, let me just play the game. Damn it. Granted, we got a new wardrobe. Granted, which is cool. But, dog, I just want to play the game. Is that too much to ask for? Oh, look. Someone has an airdrop. And they are right across from me. I wonder if I can see them. And the answer is yes. So he's down, and my objectives from this point on are going to disappear. You'll see why in a minute. So, PA, nice secondary, even though I kinda already have an assault rifle, but yeah, nice secondary. I leave the airdrop there. Why? Well, airdrops attract players. Plain and simple. If I had some bear traps, I'll put one right underneath his box. I sure would, but unfortunately I don't. Now, knowing that airdrop is plain invisible for everyone to see, I'm thinking, if I were camping and I seen an airdrop, where would I go? Well, the trestle at the top of the map, which I ran right underneath and didn't get shot at, nobody's up there. Maybe the blue house. Yeah, I just walked past. Well, if someone was there, they would have walked out when I was walking beside the blue house, so nobody's there. I might as well come over here and hit this here comm station. And what am I going to put on it? Overweight. So now for sure, if someone grabs that airdrop, they're screwed. I come down here, and for sure, I hear somebody. You all probably don't, but I do. And I hear them so well, in fact, that I can hear them walking on wood in the store. Yep. But enter the main villain of this episode. That man. And notice how I switched to a PA to make sure my glint doesn't go off my rifle, even though I'm not aiming. So this man is, how can I say this? A problem. Look at this.
Don't let the killer escape. They have been marked as a threat.
Now let me explain something to you. It may look like I'm running away, but we just seen how that guy moves, and we also just confirmed that he's on his 4th kill. This guy is not to be taken lightly. The only way you can deal with players like these is via an ambush, when they're looting and they're sitting still, or a random headshot. And I'm baiting on the 3rd one. So how can I pull off a random headshot? Well, you gotta catch them in the open. And trust me, I might have the height advantage where I just was. But these guys, these kind of players, they will dome you from any range at any angle, which is hella weird. But, get my point. So I'm right here, and you notice I'm in cover, but the open is all in front of me. And I was kind of hoping he would run straight toward that destroyed APC, but he doesn't. So I'm like, where is he going? And then it hits me. He's going for the detector. Okay, cool. Since I know that, and he's kill hungry, let me run over here to this side of the map and wait for him to use the detector. And also, because he's hitting the detector, he doesn't have any ports. So I'm going to wait right here, wait for him to hit it. He's at it. There you go, he hits it. Now, I can circle around. The initial plan was for me to go right back to where I was and watch him run through the open so I can shoot him. But there's another variable in the situation too.
The plane is near. Get ready for the airdrop.
That was so well timed, but that's it. The airdrop. So if you're asking yourself, but Jet, he just walked past a flashing airdrop. Why wouldn't he go for that instead? Well, this guy, once again, is no slouch. Nobody goes for a flashing airdrop, and you see he's right at where I just was. So that tells me that I am the closest person to him. Cool. Now, he thinks that someone is near the flashing airdrop because he spotted me near the flashing airdrop. He's going to be over there for a while. You know what I'm saying? But the real airdrop, which is going to land in this general area, yeah, that's one that we can do something about. But then I get So notice when I got finished with that dude, I'm looking directly in the direction of the threat. Because, like I keep telling you all, gunshots attract players. And that man is obviously on a freaking warpath. Killing spree, if you will. So what I'm expecting right now is for Homeboy to appear over those rocks and make my life a living hell. But I checked the map, and he's still over there near that comm station. Is he trying to find me? Well, he just heard shots. I don't know why he's still over there. But, in any case, I'm putting distance between myself and him, because now he knows for a fact that those two dots were not just transmitters, they were actual people. You know what I'm saying? The plan now is to loop around and once again try to catch him in the open. But also, what if he goes for the detector? Which, by, how can I say this? Emotional surprise, is right near me. If he goes for that, then I'm kind of screwed. Oh, wait, he has a port? You know what? I think he held it. It's either he held it, or the guy that I killed had a port on him. That's what I think happened. But we see, guy's near an airdrop. He ported me away from an airdrop, but does he take the airdrop? Well, obviously not. This guy has freaking experience. He's not going to run into a radiation cloud and grab an airdrop. If anything, he himself is going to dip. Just like that. Now, I could myself go for an airdrop, but the season don't really have anything I want in it. So, the thing that kind of put a wrench in my plans, if you will, that second dude, if he did not shoot, granted I would have gotten killed by him, because I was going to try to set up an ambush, and he was there the entire time. Granted. But, with players like those, you got to think before you shoot. Got to. And yes, therefore that implies that an average player, you can just shoot and call it a day. But dudes like that who skate on ice, can dome you from any direction at any angle at any height, and always have an M4A1, if not a bugle, on full auto, yeah. Handle those with caution. So people, I don't know if you really learned anything from this here video, but I'm going to tell you this. There are 5 outfits, top 5 in my humble opinion, that give away that a guy's a killer. Tracksuit, bunny outfit, female raincoat with neon gloves, the 90s colored tracksuit, and last but not least, a golden raincoat. You see any one of those outfits, be ready for a fight. And you might lose. But as long as you put up a good one, that's all that matters. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Until then, peace.